All right, we're here with Demon Baseball assistant coach Chris Curry. And Coach, you had a good weekend. You went 2-1 and played Prairie View A&M and Texas Pan American twice. So we're going to go game by game.
Okay.
We're going to talk about Prairie View A&M. Stephen Spann had a good outing, and you capitalized on a lot of errors playing small ball. So just talk about that game.
Well, Stephen Spann's been good for us since last year. He's one of the guys we lean on. We picked him to go on Friday night this weekend, and he's given us 2 solid outings. Pitched through a jam there in 1 inning. I believe it was the 5th, and got us to the 6th to get the game to our bullpen. He's just steady. He's going to throw strikes. He's going to command 3 pitches and fastball to both sides of the plate, and he controls the running game well. Our team this year is geared towards speed, not necessarily stealing a bunch of bases, but when we do put the ball on the ground or we do hit the ball in the gap, we're able to take the extra base, play some small ball, force the defense to handle the baseball and speed them up a little bit. Because as they say, a lot of college baseball games are lost, they're not won. And that's what we're trying to do, is pressure the other team, and we were able to take advantage of that the first game.
Okay. Game 2, you played Texas Pan American. You lost 1-0. You ran into a really good pitcher. Talk about Sam Street.
Sam Street, he got us last year as well here at home. He beat a very good hitting Corpus Christi team the week before us. He has over 40 college baseball wins as a pitcher. There's no question in my mind he'll be pitching at the professional level. He was 88-91 from a low 3/4 arm slot. He had a breaking ball for a strike. He had a changeup for a strike. And our guys just battled as hard as they could. We even got the bases loaded in the 9th inning, had him on the ropes. We took him to 130 pitches. It was just one of those nights where you run up against a solid number 1, and when you get that opportunity to cash in some runs, you better do it. And we just couldn't get the big hit for us to fall. But John Galt, Hunter Duvik gave us a solid start, went 6 innings, 2 walks, 1 run early, and that was always surrendered. And the bullpen held us right there with Andrew Adams and Joey Parrott.
Okay, game 3, you won. The stories of that game were really your gritty team. They jumped up, Pan American answered, and then they took over in the 6th inning. And then also your bullpen that was able to control the game once they got the lead.
That's right. We scored a couple of runs, and then they answered. John Galt battled through 5 innings on the mound for us. They answered, and then our team answered again. The resiliency and fight of this team is what keeps coming back as you watch them play, and that's what we love about them, is they're never out of a game. You can't tell them they're out of a game. It doesn't take much cheerleading to get them into it. And then once we turned over the game to our bullpen, when we took the lead on some big base hits, C.J. Webster had a 2-strike base hit, Reagan Kaufman had a big base hit, and we took the lead, never looked back, and battled through again. Parrick was outstanding, Adams was outstanding in the left-handed matchups. Then Dugas didn't quite have it that night, so we went to freshman Adam Aller, who proceeded to strike out the last 2 hitters of the game, and those innings are priceless for a freshman. You can watch him grow up on the mound. Josh Morris was very good in the middle innings, and so when you can feel like you can shorten the game to 5 innings and turn the game over to your bullpen, especially guys who don't have a lot of experience but yet get the job done, it makes your ball club feel very good about when you have the lead.
All right, this weekend, you have your first weekend series at home. Talk about the excitement for finally being able to stay in your bed on a weekend.
That's right. We went all the way down to Pan Am. It was a long trip, 10 hours one way, and but you get to know everybody on the bus by that time, maybe too much. But what a great atmosphere it was against Lafayette. They went to Southern Miss and beat Southern Miss 3 times after a hard-fought game with us. So they're very good. Our crowd was great. It was a college baseball atmosphere. We loved it. We're excited about the same atmosphere this weekend, to be able to play on our field, know the hops, know the fences, know the wind. That really matters in baseball with the elements, and play in front of the Demon fans is a huge boost as well.
All right, this week you have Southern, so break them down for us.
Southern plays hard. They've got a former big leaguer. They got a current big leaguer. Ricky Weeks played for their program. They're doing a lot of things to enhance their facilities, enhance their program. They're on the rise. You're going to get a game that's very athletic. It's going to be played fast, and you need to be able to handle the ball and not make mistakes, kind of what we were able to do to Prairie View. They're going to play small ball, and they are outstanding in the job. Coach Kadar is a legend in coaching, been doing it a long time, quality class program. We need to get some people healthy. Court Brinson's been out with a torn meniscus. He's coming back. We need to get Nick Heath back on the field and get him some at-bats. There's still some pitchers that haven't thrown who need to see some game action, and so there's some more preparation that we need to do this weekend along with a very good Southern team that we're playing. All
right, one more for you, Coach. You have LSU at home March 4th, which will be next week. Just talk about the excitement level for that.
It's unbelievable. Folks have been preparing for this game for months, and I think that the community will come out and support us. It's a great opportunity for our program to be on that stage and compete with LSU. We played them 3-2 last year in 13 innings, I believe. Our team is ready for them. It is one of 56 games. It's not the World Series. It's not the Super Bowl. But it is a big game to get an opportunity. I believe they came out ranked #1 this week. And so to have the #1 team on your field and you get to bat last in the bottom of the ninth, that's a great opportunity that you want to capitalize on.
All right. Good luck, Coach. Thanks.
Thank you.
All right, we're here with head Northwestern State softball coach Donald Pickett. Donald, you went 3-3 last week. Had some big wins, but let's start from the beginning at Arkansas. Tough loss. Just talk about that and kind of how it played into the weekend.
Well, we had a tough start up there to the game, but after we settled down the first couple of innings, we played some good ball. Shelby came in and threw some good innings for us. We hit the ball. I mean, we're hitting the ball hard, hitting the ball right at them. They had to adjust to what they were doing with their game plan with their pitcher and start doing some different things because we were making the adjustments we needed to offensively. And we weren't happy with that performance. Arkansas's got a great team, but we made some mistakes and did some things that cost us that we know we can do. And we talked about that after the game. Talked about we needed to get on the right track and make sure that we're not get caught up in making excuses for what's going on. And I think they did a really good job answering the bell this weekend. We didn't play perfect this weekend. We did make some mistakes. We did do some things, but we never felt sorry for ourselves, laid down. We always kept coming back. I don't know how many times we were down this weekend. We kept coming back, tying the game, taking the lead, falling back. I mean, I think the last game we fell behind 3 times, and had a chance to win at the end. The first game we got down 1-0 with Butler, came back, won that game. We did a lot of good things. I'm starting to see the fight, and I feel really, really good about our team moving forward after this weekend.
Talking about this last weekend, you went back to some old stomping grounds in Chattanooga. Talk about how it felt to coach against a team that you did so well with a few years ago.
Well, it was different. It was the first time we'd been back to the stadium and playing, and got to see a lot of people. They came out, a lot of my family, a lot of the boosters from Chattanooga, and got to see a lot of those RBI club members and things like that. It was really fun, really exciting. The weather was great. It was a great weekend, and we just we enjoyed that being there. But we were hoping to move forward with our team, and I think we did that, and it made the trip home a lot better than what it started out to be.
This weekend, you head to Tulsa. Tulsa just was ranked in the top 25, and we'll play Tulsa and Creighton. So talk about that and what you expect.
It's going to be tough. I mean, we got a really competitive schedule, but we know that going in. Tulsa's always a good team year in, year out. Creighton's a good team. Both teams, are a really, really good team. We'll have to play our best ball to compete and have a chance to win those games. But that's what we want to do. We want to keep challenging ourselves and making sure that we're going to be prepared in 2 weeks to start our conference play. But Tulsa's they've been a good program for a long time. And, we got a lot of respect for what Coach Barfield and everybody's done up there. And, we'll go up there and we're going to, give it our best shot. And, I think that, this could be a big weekend for us that we surprise some people. And
next week, LSU comes to town. We've got a big celebration planned, with softball and baseball. Just talk about what that means for them to come here and play us. we had a chance to go down there last year, so kind of talk about that.
Well, it's always great to be able to get, LSU, any member of a, Big 12 SEC school to come play here in Natchitoches. It's going to be exciting for the fans. It's going to be exciting for the girls. I think after, going to the regionals last year, it's going to give us a chance to, be able to kind of get in that environment a little bit more. I'm sure the crowd is going to be a sellout crowd here. Real excited about that, and I know, in the new grandstands and at the, with all the renovations we've done over the past year and a half. So, really excited. Hopefully, get it packed out, and I think the girls are going to be ready to go, and it should be a really, really competitive ball game. Beth and them do a great job down there, and they've had some good pitchers. I guess some good young pitchers on their staff. A really good hitting team. But, we're hopefully to, after this weekend, play some more competitive teams with Tulsa and those things, that they're going to have us ready to go by next Tuesday.